In this video, we're going to learn about projects. So when you think of a project, think of it kind of like a filing cabinet. A project is essentially something that contains issues. So if you think of a filing cabinet, and inside of the filing cabinet, you're going to have a bunch of different pieces of paper, probably all filed away. That's kind of what a project is. So the project is just kind of a container to hold issues. So in this case, let's go to projects and go to this demo project. So this is a container to hold all of the issues inside of the demo project. That will take us to the project summary screen. Let's just talk about this screen and get familiar with how this navigation works for a project. All right, so up here on the top left-hand side, we have the name of the project. We can click on that to get back to the summary. We have the picture that's associated with the project. This is something that either the project lead or the Jira administrator can change for any particular project. We have the link to the summary, and that's this page here. So over here on this summary page, we have the description of the project. This is something that, once again, the project lead or the Jira administrator can change. We also have the activity on this project. So you can see there's been a few issues that have been created for this particular project. That's kind of the activity for this particular project. We could switch that to show our statistics if we wanted to do that. So we can see, how many issues are high priority, medium priority, who they're assigned to, what their current status is, all of these different things that we can search by here in the summary view. So we can see that there. And then over on the right-hand side, we have things like, the project lead, who's most active in this project, what the issue key is, or the project key rather. So currently that is demo, and you can see what that means is in front of every single issue for this project, it's going to say demo dash and then a sequential number. So this is unique to this particular project. You can't have another project that has this same key. So I could have another project that might be called demo, but it can't have that exact same key. And the reason for that is because that's how Jira actually determines the actual issue. So if we were to click on one of these issues, you can see that's the URL. If I open this up in a new tab, you can see the URL goes to the project key dash a sequential number. And we'll talk about this issue screen later on, but I just want to point out that this key is actually unique to this project. So that's what you see here on the summary screen. And then we also have our issue status. So what's the current status of all of these issues? So we have 6 of them that are current to do, nothing currently in progress, nothing done. And then all of them, it looks like all 6 of the issues are currently at medium priority as opposed to high, low. A lot of these kind of things like the statuses, the priorities, all of this, once again, is customizable by your Jira administrator, so it might look a little bit different. All right, so moving right along here, on the left-hand side, we have our boards. So this is our Agile boards. We will, once again, cover Agile boards in a later lesson, but this is where you can access this for the projects. We have our issues. So these are all of the issues in this particular project. You can see there's 6 issues in this particular project right now. You can see what those are. And then we have our reports. So things like, how long are these issues open, or how long have they been created for before being resolved? You can create a lot of custom reports in order to see what's going on in your projects. And we'll cover a lot of reports later on, especially they're helpful for, managers and team leaders. So we'll cover that later on in this course. But just want to point out that you can find a lot of reports here for this project. All right, so one other thing I wanted to point out is this left-hand navigation. We can actually collapse that if we want to down here, or as you can see, you can use the shortcut open bracket in order to collapse or open this. So if you really want to just focus on maybe if you're looking at your summary or you're working with the Agile board, you can collapse this just to give yourself a little bit more screen real estate. So I'll probably do that for a lot during this course, just to give us a little bit more real estate to see what's going on here. All right, so that wraps it up for this video. Let's move on to our next video where we'll take a look at that issue screen and kind of get familiar with what the issue detail screen looks like.